Welcome to Lori Out Loud, working on wellness, and today's segment is going to have to do with acknowledging your accomplishments along the way so that you can keep your eye on the prize and your feet on the road. Having already walked around the world once for recreational therapy, I've already logged over 40,000 kilometers in walking, and I've learned a trick or two along the way on how to keep myself going. So on the 8th of January 2016, I chose to walk the world again for recreational therapy. This time I'm going around the equator, so I'm doing 41,000 kilometers. And my goal is to average 10 kilometers a day in walking, so I can get it done in about 12 years or so, give or take 6 months. And so one of the things you have to do while you're going there is that's so far away, and I mean that it's an awful lot, and I've been, my body's been giving me a hard time. I've been dealing with an awful lot more pain than I normally have to, and a lot more fatigue. But I've also been a lot busier than I'm used to. It's my second phase of working on wellness. 2015 was about losing weight and putting my MS into remission and maintaining my blood levels for my hemochromatosis. And this year is about losing some more weight and maintaining a remission state with my MS. And one of the things that I like to say is that a walk a day keeps a wheelchair away. So seeing as how walking is the wonder for me, I'm going to, find something to do long enough. And I know I'm going to do it because I've already done it and I have the creator on my side. But one of the things that I have done is I've hit my first mini milestone. And when I got back from my walk, I passed 375 kilometers that I've walked since the 8th of January. So already, right, instead of 41,000, now I only have 40,625 left to go. And so that's inspiring to me. It's motivational. It's like, hey, good for you, Lori. You're doing a good job. You're whittling away at that target. And then, it's a case of, too, like, hey, so it may take me 20 years, but, if I'm out there walking every day when I'm 76 years old trying to accomplish this task, good for me. I mean, that is an awesome reason to have to get up every morning. What I've chosen to use to keep track until I run out are notes from Betty. So as I go along, I will write every mini milestone down there, and then I will also be able to see my kilometers add up not only on my calendar, which is two-dimensional, but because I'm going to do stacks of two-dimensional, I'll give myself the third dimension, and I'll be able to actually see how it works. The first time I did this, I had a map of the world and I had it up on the wall, and I just kept on making lines around. I tried to go around the equator, and I ended up miscalculating and ended up having to do pole to pole. So this time I'm doing the equator, but it's a long ways off. And funny, one of the things that it did when I was writing this down and I took a picture, it triggered an awful lot of memories of where this originated from for me in the first place, and it all goes back to my walk across Canada. And in order for me to inspire myself and to keep myself going, I started doing this while I was on my walk. And so it has made me think back on the most awful, awesome adventure of my entire life. It took me 9.5 months to walk across Canada. And so it's kind of one of those things too where, hey, something that, makes you grimace to experience will make you smile to remember. So I've decided that as those pop into my head, as I'm walking around the world, literally in my own backyard, I thought that I would share some of the experiences that I had while I was walking across this great big wide country of ours. I made it across Canada by the grace of God and the kindness of strangers, man. It was unbelievable. The things that happened. I had more moments than I thought were absolutely, but then I thought was possible. So I found out about God and all different kinds of things. So I've decided that I'm going to initiate a segment of Lori Out Loud called Back Talk, the Trans-Canada Trek for MS. I'm going to start thinking on that kind of thing, right? I got to come up with a better title than that. The first one was really cool. Back Talk. I like that one, right? Trek Talk, Back Talk, Trek Talk. Looking back, because it was a long time ago. And hey, the more you can stimulate your brain, the better off you are in the long run, right? And my brain's like a filing cabinet that's, the drawers are stuck. And when I try to open a door, sometimes, like I might not get the drawer that I want, or when I open the drawer, I might not get the information that I want. So these are just gonna, as they come to me, then I'm gonna share them with you. So my name is Lori Wickdahl. I know a lot of stuff, and I like to talk to people. Come on back and hear more about what I know and listen to what I have to say. Have a great day. I'm half done mine. Take care. Subscribe. Bye.